Dear students, now we shall start the fourth question in the second domain. You see the question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her 50 rupees and 100 rupee note only. Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of 50 and 100 rupee she received. So she went to a bank. She want to receive 2000 rupees, but she want only 50 rupee note and 100 rupee notes. Okay. So total how much it is 2000 rupees. But the given one more condition is she got 25 notes in total. Let us take they ask you to find the number of 50 rupee notes and 100 rupee notes. Let 50 rupee notes, I will take them as X. Let the number of 50 rupees notes, that I will take as X. Similarly, let the number of 100 rupees notes I will take as Y. Total how many notes she received? She received 25 notes in total. It means X plus Y is equal to 25. Can I write? So number of 50 rupee notes and number of 100 rupees notes, they are 25. Means X plus Y equal to 25. Now, so here total how much rupee she received from the cashier? She received 2000 rupees. So total 2000 rupees I can write it as like this. 50 into X is nothing but what it is? The total amount received by her of 50 rupee notes only. There are 50 rupee notes. The total amount of 50 rupee notes plus 100 into Y. It is nothing but what it is? The total amount received by her of 100 rupee notes only. So sum of these two is nothing but total cost is how much it is? 2000 rupees. So this is a second equation. Am I right? So they said that she received 2000 rupees from the cashier. So that I can write as 50x plus 100y, because so the amount received by her of 50 rupees notes is 50x. Okay. So x is the number of 50 rupee notes. Okay. Y is the number of 100 rupees notes. So 50x plus 100y equal to 2000. Now we have to solve this by elimination method. For the first equation, I will multiply it by 100. This will become 100y and here also 100y. Then by subtracting them, y will get vanish. Otherwise, we can simplify like this also. Here I can take 50 common. This will become x plus 2y is equal to 40. Then equation number 1 minus equation number 2. There you will get y value as negative. It is not possible because y is a number of notes, 100 rupee notes they cannot be negative. Therefore, better you can go through the method I solved like that. Okay, you cannot take 50 common here. So if you take 50 common, then solve equation number 1 and 2, you will get the y value as negative. It cannot be negative. Okay, so better you can multiply equation number 1 by 100. Equation number 1 into 100. Then minus equation number 2 implies. Okay. For first equation, I will multiply by 100. 100x plus 100y is equal to 2500 into 100 it is. Then here it is 50x plus 100y is equal to 2000. We are subtracting these two equations. Am I right? So it means minus minus minus. So plus minus get cancelled. 100 minus 50, that is 50x is equal to 2500 minus 2000, that is how much? 500. Okay. Now here x is equal to 0 0 will get cancelled. 5 tens are. It means x equal to 10. X is what here? The number of 50 rupee notes. 50 rupee notes are 10. Now I have to find 100 rupees notes. How many are there? Why we have to find? Substitute this x value in equation number 1. Put x value in equation number 1. So here x value is how much it is? 10 plus y is equal to 25, right? So y is equal to 15. 25 minus 10, y equal to 15. Means the number of 100 rupee notes are 15. Okay. So sum of these two is again 25 only. So conclusion also we have to write. What we have to write? Number of 50 rupees notes. So 50 rupee notes are taken x. X is how much here? 10. And one more. Number of 100 rupees notes. So that I have taken as y. How many are there? Y is 15. Okay. This is how we can solve it. Then the last question in this exercise. You see the question, fifth one. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. After 3 days, for each day, extra charge will be there. Sarita paid 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susi paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and charge per extra day. Charge for each extra day. Let us take a fixed charge. Let fixed charge is equal to, I will take that as first x rupees. And next, let charge for each extra day. Each extra day, I will take as y rupees. Extra day is equal to y rupees. Okay. Now you can see the statement first. First one is what? A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge, means extra charge, additional charge for each day thereafter. Sarita paid 27 for a book kept for 7 days. How many days he kept? 7 days he kept. How much rupees he paid? 27 rupees. So how we can write in a statement, that statement in an equation form? I will write as x plus 4y is equal to 27. Are you getting anything? See here, x is nothing but what? It is the charge for 3 days. It is a fix. 3 days it is x rupees. Then remaining 4 days. So for 4 days, that is for each extra day is how much rupees? Y rupees. How many days are remaining? 4 days remaining, because total 7 days he kept. So in that, in fixed charge 3 days removed. So remaining 4 means 4y equal to 27. That is for Sarita. Then for Susi, she paid 21 for book kept for 5 days. How I can write it as? X plus 2y is equal to 21. Am I right? So x plus 2y, because she kept for 5 days. X is the fixed charge for 3 days. 3 days already considered here. Remaining for 2 days, for each day charge, that is y. So it means 2y. X plus 2y equal to 21. This is first equation and this is second equation. Now I have to solve these two equations by elimination method. We have to find the charge, fixed charge and additional charge. X and y have to find. Now here I will subtract these two. X will get vanish. So equation number 1 minus equation number 2 implies equation x plus 4y is equal to 27. Second equation, x plus 2y is equal to 21. So minus minus minus, plus x minus x get cancelled. 4 minus 2y, that is 2y. 27 minus 21, 6. So y is equal to how much? 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay. So y is nothing but what here? Charge for each extra day, that is 3 rupees. Then we shall find x value. Put x value. Equation number 1, y equal to 3, I have to substitute. X plus y value is 3, 4 3s are 12. is equal to 27. So x equal to how much? 27 minus 12, that is 15. X value we got and y value also we got. Now I'll write the conclusion. Fixed charge, therefore fixed charge is equal to how much rupees? That is x rupees. So x how much I got? 15. Fixed charge is 15 rupees. Then charge for each extra day or additional charge also I can say. Charge for each day. Charge for each day is equal to, that is y. Y is how much? That is 3 rupees. This is the conclusion. Up to now we have studied the methods. The first one is graphical method, second one is substitution method, and third one is elimination method. So one more method is there, that is cross multiplication method. So this is the method to solve pair of linear equations. Now we'll take pair of linear equations in general. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is one equation. And one more is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, these are the pair of linear equations. So generally I am writing here. So how to solve these two equations? By cross multiplication method. In this one, the first variable is x. So I'll write x divided by. So in the denominator, you remove this term. You concentrate on these two terms. Okay. First we have to multiply this. Okay. Left top, right bottom like this. B1C2 minus B2C1. These two multiplication. B2C1. Right. This is equal to. Then now I'll write here x is our next variable is y. So here I'll write y. So here I can take the sign as minus. Okay, this is plus and here is minus. Now you remove this y variable term, then multiply this 2. A1C2 minus these two multiplication. A2C1. Okay, so the variable x over, next y over, then constant. So here I can write 1 divided by. Okay, you remove these two terms. Next, a1 b2, multiplication of these two terms, a1 b2 minus these two multiplication, a2 b1. Okay, so by comparing first and last term, this is totally constant, means number you are getting here. Okay, so by comparing first and last term, I will get the value of x, and by comparing second and third term, I will get the value of y. Okay, so of course you may not be understand this. I will take one example in the next class. By explaining that example, you'll get clear idea. Okay, no need to worry about it. Just you copy this. First you write these two equations, then you can write this term. Then after I will take one example and I will explain you. By explaining that example, you can solve any question by yourself.